more and more middle-aged women are battling eating disorders. In fact, the National Eating Disorders Association says the number of middle-aged women suffering from the conditions shot up 42% from 2001 to 2010. Some of the triggers: pressures of getting older, stress, relationship problems, and being faced with a personal loss. Dr. Greg Jantz is joining us now. He's the author of Hope, Help, and Healing for Eating Disorders, a book that primarily focuses on disordered eating and bulimia and anorexia. Are you seeing more middle-aged women battling these disorders?
Do you know our average age of client has really changed? It used to be 18, 21. The age range we're seeing the most right now is 35 to 42.
Really?
And they're coming in for help for the very first time. They've suffered usually a long time. They have a history of dieting. A lot of them have teenage daughters. In fact, that's an interesting predictor. A teenage daughter, you've done a lot of dieting, maybe really early on, kind of had an eating disorder, you're on the edge, out of control with food. Now you're 35, 42, and it seems it just reemerges.
Wow, and there's so many health risks that go along with it.
Oh, there are.
And specifically talking about the heart and the heart muscles, the effects of not getting proper nutrition on your body. What are some of the concerns?
Well, one of the biggest concerns is an eating disorder has the highest death rate of any psychiatric disorder. 20% of anorexics actually end up dying due to heart failure. So if you have an eating disorder, you're struggling with this, we just need to frankly say this is a serious problem, and we don't want to wait and have regret.
Why are we seeing more and more middle-aged women dealing with this, some of the triggers that we talked about?
Well, I think there's a lot of pressure on women, and the whole thing of aging and aging gracefully, and you've got a teenage daughter, and a lot of times there's dieting together. There's also the desire, your metabolism may be changing and you're fighting the weight, body image issues, and so you're faced with something that almost feels very overwhelming, and so the desperation is, I develop an eating disorder to try to stay thin, and then I get more addicted to it.
Wow, and I've heard that it's more difficult to diagnose and to see the symptoms of an eating disorder on an older woman.
Yes, and there's the guilt and shame for the woman to even speak about what she's really doing, what's going on. It's not uncommon for this to be kept secret for a very long time. Usually it's a physical concern that sends the woman in for help, not the eating disorder.
So if someone at home is dealing with this, or you have a loved one at home who's dealing with this, what's your best bit of advice?
Don't wait. Understand that it's the game of saying, oh, I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Don't wait. Reach for help now. There are really good resources for help.
Yeah, get help. It's your health at risk.
It is.
All right, Dr. Greg Jantz, appreciate your time as always.
Thank you.
Good to see you.